Oh shit, welcome back everybody to another episode of me embarrassing myself for the internet to laugh at. And we are just waiting on the co-host to get into voice chat and then we will be off. Hopefully today is another successful multi-boss stream. Yeah, I'm not even going to post in I think I'm only going to post, yeah, I'll post only in my own Discord today. All right, and Timmy, we're late for the third time. Come on, buddy. Got some timetables for this thing. Oh boy.
Hey there.
Hi, Tim.
I am here. I'm here.
Okay. So, did you go back and look at this specific area of the game? The not the boss from the last stream, but the one before that, of just exploring and kind of seeing Fountainhead Palace in general.
Oh yeah. I really love the cherry blossom river kind of aesthetic of it.
Okay, so all right. Well, if you saw all of that already, then there's no reason to like go back and run through the whole thing again. I mainly brought that up because I know Alex really wants to see this boss, and yet he is late to being in chat. Which is okay. I'm sure he's got stuff going on, but he kept telling me he wants to see it.
Like if you have any specific highlights, I'm all open to it.
I mean, I don't really, but I mean, I could run through it just for the hell of it. I mean, just for the hell of showing it to you. Why not? Why not? Problem is, there's all these youth-stealing motherfuckers, which could be a little tricky to navigate around if, we'll give it a go here. I mean, obviously, I know you saw this. I know you saw kind of the opening to the area for sure. This whole...
Yeah, this entire area is just absolutely fucking beautiful. I can't imagine what
playing
it looks
this on
like
a 4K.
On a 4K TV, like,
well,
in person.
I did do a bit of it on a 4K TV. Obviously, we're playing on the projector here and now, but I did play a bit of it on the 4K TV, just because you kind of had to try it.
World's Edge.
Yeah, I could totally see that. But yeah, you got your one. Also, that asshole that was shooting lightning at us isn't around, so I could actually swim through this whole area now. But it's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. And this game is, in general, this is an extremely good-looking game, just in general. I would love to see what a sequel could look like, if they air a prequel or whatever, if they decide to do something. Camera is too low. It's like I'm doing the limbo. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh.
And I like that.
If I dive... Oh, sorry.
Oh, you can dive? That's right.
And, well, so I took care of all of the headless off stream, because there was about 5 or 6 of those in the game.
Oh, nice.
And two of them were underwater. One of them was down here. So there were underwater headless, which were a little trickier than the on land ones. But yeah, it's this massive, massive body of water down here.
So, for that, how did the lightning affect your ability to?
So it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know why the game told us that their weakness was lightning, because as far as I can tell, there are no lightning items in the game. What you used to what you used to fight the headless is divine confetti.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't really know why
maybe
that
divine
was.
confetti is imbued with the power of lightning because the divine dragon is kind of like a wind and storm dragon.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just
Even
a
then, that's
vague.
kind of a stretch.
I mean, it could. Yeah, I guess it's possible that. I mean, well, shit. Is there a? It's probably like a. Papers made ceremoniously, divine blessing. Publish using water from the exalted fountainhead. As the gods bless the water, so too will the confetti bless one who basks in its touch. Yep, doesn't say anything about lightning.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, nothing about lightning as far as I could tell.
I love how they have the New Year's poppers and they just fucking fill them with holy water and they're like, bam, ghost weapon.
It's basically what happened.
No,
Yeah,
you only come across this place as you near the journey. And
Yes,
you
oh,
might
at
not
the-
realize it, but this is the same river that if you've seen a massive river at any other point in the game, this is that same river.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I believe
And
that.
it's intentional that it's the same winding river to match with the Buddhist and Shinto philosophy of kind of life being similar to that of a flowing river.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
That's
so
that's
they
some great
managed to
symbolism.
utilize religious symbolism in the background.
Of the level design.
Yeah. Which is just fucking phenomenal. Like, alright.
Oh shit. Well, that's what happens when you
Sometimes
just
the
navigate.
Sekiro gets you. Sometimes you get Sekiro. Or no, Sekiro, more like Sek Zero.
There we go.
Oh damn, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, I've gotten very good at throwing lightning.
Okay, Sekiro, more like Seki no.
Oh my god. So then you come up through here. So to get into this area, and then I'll go around here. So to get into this area, you had to swim like from under the water through this whole like underground cavern using like submerged buildings as cover to like sneak by. And then the giant carp that like destroyed the bridge, right? You remember seeing that?
Yeah.
So that's like roaming around in the water, and you have to use the buildings under there as like cover to avoid the carp because it'll just kill you in one hit if it sees you. So you swim up through here, you come up here, and then you unlock this. Then you go in here and open that door. Then you can go up and out.
Okay.
Also, this little chest right here is where the final gourd seed in the game was.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, that was also something
Well,
we got
congrats
all
on
of.
that.
And then it's just all you have to do is go up this like walkway up here. And there's a couple of these guys, these spear dudes that throw the lightning at you. Let's see.
It is pretty cool, like the lightning effects in this game.
Oh
They
hell yeah.
managed to make it look distinct from, like, the Dark Souls.
Oh shit. Well, that didn't work. You.
Alright. I'm getting a call, just 1 second.
Well, I don't really need to deal with these guys anyway. I've already got the sculptor's idol from past them. So it's not really necessary for this to do this. Oh shit. Oh, whoops. Alright, well. We'll just do that. We'll just do that. Of course, yeah, we went all the way back to the... Alright. Alright, so I think... Shit, I don't even need any items for this fight. But this is for... Okay. These, I basically just have this set up for the, the next fight. Because good God knows when that's going to be. Alright, well, Alex, I'm sorry, but I ran around for 11 minutes to hopefully give you time. Hopefully you're maybe come in mid-fight, but I don't think we can delay the boss any longer. We'll wait for Tim to come back before we go up there, but yeah. We're about to go do what is got to be one of the most visually impressive boss designs, even if it is not challenging to the degree that some of the other ones are. From what I understand, at least. I haven't fought this yet myself. This is still my first playthrough, but... Alright, Tim. Alex, if he... hopefully he makes it during the fight, but we cannot delay any longer. Ran around for about 12 and a half minutes already.
I'm aching with longing.
Here we go. You come up here into this cave, and we pray. Hey, No Name! No Name made it just in time for the boss. How you doing, No Name? Good to see ya.
Did you know Hidetaka Miyazaki had to be told to put more shoes on his characters because the Western audiences would think it's weird?
They just would think Quentin Tarantino made the game.
Yeah.
I would love to see Hidetaka Miyazaki and Hayao Miyazaki make a project together somehow.
Well, they do.
How
have,
cool would that be?
Quite if you've seen the comparisons to Hideo Kojima and Hayao Miyazaki, Hayao has a very big tendency to see the world in the darkest light.
Right.
But he creates such vivid, colorful, joyful worlds. And Hidetaka and Kojima, they both create incredibly dark, grim worlds.
Yeah.
But their outlook of the world is generally very exuberant.
Which is funny.
So
Which is
it's
funny.
that kind of dichotomy about how your worldview influences your work, because it's an escape to what is not present in the outside.
Actually, hold on. Let me switch the combat arts to... Yeah, that's gonna serve us better. Oh shit.
Now notice how the bottom halves of the dragons are all kind of like, they're like roots.
Oh, I mean, their entire bodies are are basically roots. Shit, it ain't even just half.
Yeah, it does look like they do look very wooden.
Shit. Don't you vomit poison at me, you little bitch.
This reminds me of the Deacons of the Deep.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
Dark Souls 3.
Totally similar to that. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Notice how eventually, though, like,
Oh, those ones are starting to look slightly more colorful.
now, there is a specific lore reason for that. I'm gonna quick grab that.
Lore Master Tim on it as always. Ooh, get out of the poison. Ooh, shit. Alright, how many more of you do I gotta kill just to get that last little chunk? Oh, is it the older, is it the gray ones? Is it only the gray ones that do damage? Oh,
Yes.
okay. There
No.
we go. Alright, that's what
You'll notice that
it
the
was.
black ones weren't spitting poison.
Yes, I did notice that. Yeah, what is the reason for
there's
that?
a couple different theories that the old dragons of the tree were poisoning the tree, and that when they were destroyed and resurrected, they were purified, and now in their purified form, they summon the dragon. Because the dragon itself does show signs of corruption, and once you feed it, its eternal body grants you the dragon tier, which is what you need, meaning that once you defeat the divine dragon, it's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. My bad.
There we go.
And you know those big old centipedes that have been crawling around in the necks of certain people?
Yeah.
Those are just, it is confirmed by the divine book, Infested, that those are bestowed by the divine dragon. But no one really knows how. It's never really particularly addressed.
Weirdly enough, this, despite it as big and monumental as this feels like it should be, it's actually, I do think, one of the easiest bosses in the game.
Yeah, it's, because it requires kind of, it's like how, the Dragon God in Demon Souls, it was really hard until you figured out what you had to do, and then it was just a matter of executing it in the proper steps.
Right. Oh no. Great monster design. Yeah, the sword, it's got its crazy, like, whatever wind element sword.
Yeah, it's completely manifested out of magic from the dragon. So it's made out of, like, pure condensed wind.
Which is incredibly badass. But also, yeah, it's really very easy. It's a very easy fight. Which again, considering what game we're talking about, is kind of shocking. It's its own Hexblade Warlock patron. I don't.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know what that means.
In D&D, warlocks have to a higher being. So one of the patrons that you can get is like it makes you a Hexblade Warlock because of the magic from the pact that you create. And so it's this blade that's manifested purely out of that pact's magic.
Oh, whoops. All right. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to take very long. Gracious gift of tears. There we go. And just like that, there's only 2 bosses left in the game.
And that's why it was the gracious gift.
Right.
You defeat the dragon, force its body to cleanse the
Alex missed the whole thing. He kept telling me how much he wanted to see that specific boss. Memory, Divine Dragon. Divine Dragon, yep, there we go. Alright, let's enhance attack power. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Shit. And then... Oh no! They killed Isha and Ashina. Not Lord Ishin. Oh, okay. With his sword in his hand, he died of a disease.
I love him. Secret passage that leads out. The secret passage can be found at the end of the moat in the Yoshina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Crow has escaped the castle through this passage, and the wolf looks to join him there. Cool. Now there are, I believe, 3 mini-bosses in this final area, which is what how we get the final 3 prayer beads of the game as well. Now, that aromatic flower,
yes,
that it's said that it was taken from the divine realm.
Okay.
And the description says Sekiro would likely gaze on this branch when once it bloomed, reminded of home. And the divine dragon is missing an arm. So it's thought that the aromatic flower is the branch that fell from, like, the dragon when it was cut off.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, where's that exit? Oh, can I not? I can't go through there? Can I go up the stairs to leave? Oh, no. Why can I not? Does it want me to use the fast travel specifically?
So the dragon, the divine dragon, of the Everblossom came from the west.
Okay.
It took root in Ashina because of the water, which means
Right.
that Takeru, one of the original immortal immortals, took it to the rejuvenating waters in Ashina because it would be able to rejuvenate the dragon. So something had happened to it back west, that forced somebody to transplant that fragment of him to this realm so that the waters would heal him and sustain.
Okay. Okay. I'm also
So that
not
is the
quite.
entire reason why it's here.
That's pretty. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not sure how to leave. Like all the exits are like blocked off. Even oh shit! Wait, this one's not. Okay. My stupid ass just looking in the wrong place. And now everything's on fire. Well, everything in front of us anyway. Yeah, it's just dead bodies everywhere. It's not even any like, even the enemies that were used to be here all the time are gone. All right. Yeah, I definitely want to try and thoroughly explore all of this, just because I know that there's a couple of mini bosses around here somewhere. This might be the last one. I'm not totally sure if this will be it for sure or not, but it's at least getting close to the end. Oh no, I don't even need to fight you. Okay. These items. Ministry dowsing powder, okay. What the hell is that for? Oh, I ain't trying to fight you. Some more sugars. Oh, I can't even use the... Oh my god, oh my god. That motherfucker just lit me on fire. I know how to put that out. Alright, Alright. Now where did I get myself into? Can I not grapple back up from here? Oh, come on, really? Do I have to... Alright. I think I have to warp back. There doesn't seem to be a way to get back up. I'm sure I missed something. Well, now the next boss we have is the Demon of Hatred. And that's
Nice.
And then Ishin the Sword Saint, and that's it. What a journey. What a journey. Not to mention the fact that there's another item right there too. Literally, I don't need any of these materials though now. Like literally any of the building materials, because I have every prosthetic that you could get except for a couple of the very last ones, because there is only... Alright, well, let's just get you out of the way now so you don't come back to bite me in the ass later. Could I go around this? No? I'm not 100% sure how I am meant to be getting... Okay, I can reclaim these. Alright, good, good. Okay, so we've got these couple. Alright, this is all on fire though, so... That doesn't seem to bring us anywhere. So... Ah, here we go. Okay. Alright, we're figuring it out. What about Tim? What about Tim? What have you been up to?
Well, I'm waist deep in my job now. Like, they actually have me doing live things with real people now instead of just training, which is fun. I'm just taking the top 6 inches of soil off my yard, and I'm like, alright, are you going to be using explosives?
It's a fun question to be able to ask.
Yeah. And are you going to be doing any horizontal boring?
Horizontal boring, huh?
Or drilling?
Hey, Alex, you missed the dragon. You missed the whole dragon fight.
Now you're never going to see it except for in the
I mean,
replay.
you could. There's a record of it. You could definitely. I could absolutely go back and show it to you. Oof. Damn, alright. I mean, it was also... the dragon is also a pretty easy boss fight for this game, so it did only take one try, so, like, I mean, well, Tim, what did that take? Literally probably 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could totally just... Yeah, it's like maybe 12 minutes in we start the fight, if you want to go back and look at it. And that is the fully upgraded firecracker.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of explosion.
Shit, alright. That's not really helping me.
Yeah, it does have quite a bit of wind-up.
It also goes away, like, almost just as quickly, though, so it's not, you know. Alright, well. See, one of these guys I don't think would be very difficult on their own, but the two of them together, you know, this is a small area, too. Kill them all. Fucking Genichiro. Alright, hold on. Let me see. What about... Okay, so this one I think should last longer, hopefully. Yeah, okay, so there we go. That's what we want. If I could even use it.
Alright, so I've been reading and doing homework on a video game.
You've been doing some homework, huh? What game are you doing homework on?
Oh no, on this one.
Oh,
So,
okay, this one.
Fun fact, Gracious Gift of Divine Tears is the name of the Mortal Blade, because there's actually 2 distinct Mortal Blades. That one, whose true name is the Gracious Gift of Divine Tears, also known as the Crimson Mortal Blade, And then
Okay.
there's also the Black Mortal Blade, whose name is the Gate.
Huh. Interesting.
And you now know that because you defeated the dragon with it and were given the gracious gift of tears, you know which blade you have. So there is another mortal blade out there.
Second game, I'm telling you. There's lots of
You
material
actually
for it.
see it as part of the ending.
Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, come on. I hit that. Ah, I hit that button. I hit that button. Well, Alex, what are you up to? What you got going on? Let's see. If I wonder.
There is, however, a possible sequel in the fact that there's a Western dragon
Oh, wow.
has
This
to
makes
mean that
this-
there's an Eastern dragon. Because why else would they specify Western?
Right.
Not to mention Jap.
I mean, it could just be there's a Western land.
True, but Japan specifically has two prominent dragons in their
There's
mythology.
no. Alex makes a good point. There's no East Virginia.
True, but there is still Virginia.
Yeah, but it's not East Virginia.
But I suppose my main component is there's two particular Japanese dragons, one being Siryu and one Mizuki.
Okay.
The Azure Dragon is one of them, and Mizuki is one of the 4 guardian spirits that protects Kyoto.
Okay. That almost
There's also
worked. Almost worked.
the 4 directional, or the dragons of the 4 winds. Sirio is, as the Azure Dragon, is known as the East Wind. Suzaku is the South, Byakko being the West, and Genbu from the North. There's also, these ones are so old that they're also found in Chinese mythology as well, and in several other cultures throughout Eastern Asia. But in China they're represented as constellations, also known as
Interesting.
divine formations.
Interesting. Okay. Would you get the hell out of here? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You little bitch.
And so, in referencing the cardinal direction, in mentioning the dragon, and the fact that the dragon otherwise follows traditional Japanese and Eastern Asian mythology, one could speculate that because of how many real-world translations and history exist, that this dragon could also be Siryu, or no, not Siryu. Where the fuck is that fucking word at?
Fuck! Are you? Wow. Okay. Wow. All right.
Byakko.
Jesus.
Byakko is the
Byakko?
Western dragon.
Okay.
And it also correlates because what is the symbol of the divine dragon? The Everblossom tree, which is a cherry blossom that's in perpetual bloom, which is a symbol of springtime. one of the
Okay.
4 seasons in the dragon cycle.
Interesting.
So that perpetuates even further that those other dragons do have kind of a correlation. And it's possible that like they're actually direct like translations, because we never find out the divine dragon's name. It's only ever called Divine Dragon.
Oh shit, okay, I just figured out a way to make this like 10 times easier on myself. Where's the... No, that's cool though. That's cool, and that definitely suggests that there could absolutely be more games in this world, and I hope there is. I really, really hope that there is at some point. All right, yeah, here we go. All right, I think we're gonna make this at least
Now,
a bit easier.
Here's another fun thing. At the center of the dragon cycle is a unique dragon that seems to be outside of the cycle of seasons that represents an element.
Okay.
And in this case, with the cycle of seasons, that dragon is Mizuki. And it was a dreaded water serpent mentioned in the Nihon Shoki, the Chronicles of Japan, that was capable of breathing a potent venom that could poison and kill any that tread near its domain.
Oh, what the fuck?
That particular Mizuki was slain by a man named Agatamori, but we can see the unique traits of Mizuki applied to the old dragons of the tree and the poisonous clouds that they hack up.
Interesting.
Unsurprisingly, though, this dragon is connected to Chinese myth as well.
Are you serious? Oh my god, I can't... That was irritating. Psyched for the Moon Knight finale. Yeah, absolutely.
The
Should be watching it tonight.
Is in China. That's where it comes from.
Okay. Okay, so this game has something to say about... Oh, come on, are you for real?
Which makes sense as an allegory.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does.
The Western dragon coming to Japan to live off of its life waters. And then it ends up corrupting the land.
Yeah, that definitely feels like it's,
No.
saying a certain something about...
No, the Mizuki, being, of Chinese origin, its, name was originally Zhao, but an incorrect translation to Japanese is Mizuki.
Interesting.
So the lore of that dragon actually came from Chinese mythology, and because we see the poison-breathing dragons right next to the divine dragon from the west, there's yet another tie-in. And that dates all the way back to the ancient texts of the Chronicles of Japan.
Wow. Yeah, you did do some homework. You did do some serious homework there, Tim.
Now,
I'm impressed.
There's that's the actual history of it, and if you wanted to, you could look at even more about how this relates to ancient Korean culture as well. Because a lot of the Eastern Asian cultures interacted at one point in the history, and so it's really hard to tell specifically which country it originated from, especially because the borders of the countries were always shifting.
Right. Huh.
But getting into more of the focused lore of the game, oh, I am psyched for the Moon Knight finale. No name.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know if you heard. I totally was talking about that a minute ago. But yes, that was hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, that's why you were talking. Okay. I was like, oh yeah, Moon Knight.
There we go. Jesus, that guy was a pain in
Especially
the
with how
ass.
episode 5 ended, I am more than happy to see this last episode.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's still not. I would say that it's still not exactly the Moon Knight show that I would have quite expected it to be. But I'm still enjoying it a lot, even if it's not necessarily like exactly what I would have expected.
I would have liked more, I don't know, interactions with the other avatars of the gods. Instead of just seeing, like, okay, the part that specifically pissed me off was, the gods being like, oh, somebody's trying to dig up this tomb? Oh, we should really look into that. They're like, alright, fuck you, Khonshu. I'm gonna believe this mortal over you.
I
Who did
see.
you
I'm not
just
even
kill?
talking about that so much as Moon Knight is just a darker, more psychologically deep character than I think what the show has managed to convey. And I'm not saying the show didn't get any of that, but I do think it's not as much as I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, I think
They get into some of
the
it.
tail
Some
end
of it.
of 4 and the first half of 5 really dive deeply into it. But also, the comics tend to lend a better medium for kind of showcasing that inner dialogue.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
true.
like
Although,
from a mental health perspective, it's harder to get that torn inner dialogue.
Mr. Robot did it though, so
Mr. Robot did do it.
Mr. Robot did it exactly how it's like a perfect translation of how that kind of inner narration works in comic books. Honestly, kind of perfectly.
You want me to push the button?
Like in some ways, I would almost say that Mr. Robot is a better Moon Knight adaptation than Moon Knight. That's what that door is. Okay. Let me just check. I just want to.
Secret passage? It doesn't really look too secret. It's a really obvious passage.
It's more
Got a
true to
big
the
door.
comics, though, and I care more about that, though. So. Alright. Hold on here. Alright, so we do. Okay. Because I want to take out these other two mini bosses. So, yeah, we do actually have to go backwards just a little bit.
Oh shit. So, the Western Dragon also does have direct Korean influences because Japanese and Chinese dragons, Japanese dragons have 3 claws.
Oh, God.
And
Oh,
the
interesting.
Divine
I didn't
Dragon
realize.
has 4 claws. And that is distinct to Korean mythology. Not to mention the antlers on the Divine Dragon's head being
Oh, God.
twigs. Those are how Korean dragon horns are depicted.
Interesting.
So I guess that is a little bit more relevant into showing that it's from the eastern mainland Asia. Meaning that Ashina
I
is
disagree. I'd rather
likely
see
on
just
the western
what the
half
comic
of
did.
Japan.
That's interesting though. That is interesting though. I mean, I get what you're saying, No Name, but I disagree. I would rather see an accurate adaptation of the comic and the story that it is than to do something else with it. Because then it's not. I mean,
I would say, in relation to what No Name said, they kind of did have a good approach to it until the
I don't think the
point
show's
where,
bad either. I'm not saying that, but
well, my main problem with their demonstration of it was he had to and spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen episode 5 of Moon Knight, click off now or plug your ears and scream. but his half, like his personality, like one of his personalities dying, that balanced it. So he had to essentially rid himself of his other personality before he could become whole and get into the afterlife. And it's like, does that kind of imply anybody who has a personality disorder like that, unless they're able to completely rid themselves of it, they're not destined for a happy afterlife?
You're doing great.
It's maybe not their direct intention, and I'm sure because that was the last thing that happened in episode 5. But at the same time, if they don't really handle it correctly, that's kind of a, even if it's not intended, a kind of fucked up message that I'm pretty sure wouldn't even be in the comics because, like you said, they're not being as true to the comics as they could be.
Yeah, I'd just rather see an accurate adaptation of the character as he exists in the whole reason the character exists in the first place. I'd like to see that translated.
Yeah, because
Well, that's also true. That's also true because that's not all there is either.
Well, yeah, and they don't really even talk about that. They allude to, at this point to that.
I'm assuming
portion of his character exists.
Jake is the. I'm assuming that's like the teaser for season 2, probably. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing that that's what they're gonna do. Because if they haven't, the fact that they've hinted at it at all means that they're gonna do it at some point. And since there's only one episode left, there's not enough time to dedicate to it, to actually getting into it. So if they don't have enough time to get into it, but they've basically confirmed they're going to do it, that must be the season 2 hook or whatever, right? I mean, that just from a marketing perspective, that's what you would do to be like, oh, there's more to this.
Okay.
We got really violent in the doctor's office. Possibly. He did sound a little bit different in that moment. Devotion to the original character means the character could never grow. I mean, I can see that point, but there's a difference between being slavish and never changing anything and just adapting the character without changing too much so that it becomes a different thing. There's a happy medium between those two things.
And there's also kind of the intent of the creator behind the changes that they make, because there's trying to make a true adaptation and falling short, and then there's trying to make your own thing and not making it stand out distinct enough from the original material to be recognized as something separate. And it's when you land in that kind of indistinct area that it kind of becomes, I don't know, forgettable, because it just doesn't stand out.
Yeah, I mean that goes for any adaptation.
Oh yeah, that's meant to be much more of a broad thing, because that's very much the way I would say the Amazing Spider-Man movies 1 and 2.
Oh god, well those are garbage, so yeah.
Yeah, they tried doing something different to stand out, and not only did they fail to put themselves as something different, but they also failed to do if what they did do different, it fell flat.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because they're we're gonna have all these old characters from the comic books and it's gonna be great, but they're not going to have any of their original outfits, and they're going to be different personalities than they were in the comics. Green Goblin was good, but also they didn't really have Green Goblin in that one either. So,
You talking about the Green Goblin in the Andrew Garfield movies?
Yeah.
Because that looked terrible.
That looked absolutely god-awful. I would say the Tobey Maguire one, they managed, I think, to hit the mark with the Green Goblin.
I always disliked
decently.
that costume because it made me think of Power Rangers. I always was like...
The Tobey Maguire costume?
Yeah, it grew on... It grew on me a little bit.
I think they were trying to make the outfit something that would like work within the aesthetic of that universe, but at the same time, a lot of these villains make wacky shit that looks completely different from the world around them.
I still disagree, No Name. I would rather it be true to the material than true to anything in real life. Because if it's you're adapting something because people like the material, right? I mean, that's the whole point. I'm not saying you can't change anything ever, but like, there's a reason that the thing was popular in the first place. I mean, if anything, I think the show, if anything, it's doing a disservice by not spending more time on it.
That is one point that I do agree more with, because it is something that like the actual condition does consume, or rather inform a lot of other aspects of someone's life. So I feel like they could.
I agree that adaptations do not need to be a one-to-one. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I don't think adaptations need to be a one-to-one thing. For sure. I think that, well, okay, I agree and disagree at the same time. So, like, where I would agree is that with like Marvel and DC and stuff, they don't, one-to-one adaptations are unnecessary because there's 80 years, 70 years, whatever of material. And if you tried to do a straight adaptation, that would never work because you'd make like 1 billion movies. You know, like you couldn't follow that, right? It doesn't make sense. Something like, as an example, Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, Attack on Titan, which does it successfully, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead unsuccessfully. Stories like those where it is a single isolated narrative that's not crossing over with other stories. You know, when it's a single isolated story like that, those I think must be adapted one-to-one. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. What's the point? If it's something like a Marvel or a DC adaptation, though, that I agree with, because it's impossible to do a one-to-one adaptation for the most part, because there's so much material that you can never do a one-to-one adaptation because there's so much of it that you can never actually get through it. If that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Like certain stories you do need to, otherwise I'm not like fuck, like stop. Don't make it if you're not going to be accurate.
I did appreciate how they went into like because it's not a commonly known thing that multiple personality disorder, or MPD, is usually triggered by a traumatic incident. Like and like showing that traumatic incident forming one of the personalities, I think was a really cool thing.
Episode 5 was the best about it, for sure.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I also think that it should have been more intense. I think that's the thing, is that the biggest criticism of the show I have is that it pulls its punches, because it feels like a Disney-ified version of Moon Knight, right? It feels like a Disney-ified version of Moon Knight, because Moon Knight is darker. It just is.
Well,
it just
also,
is.
It's like Moon Knight's whole thing is that like the opposing personalities fuck with his life a lot in his personal life, and we really only see that in the first episode.
Yeah, that's true. You don't see you only see that
in subsequent episodes, like where they're like.
Well, it's also an alternate personality whose life is being fucked with by the actual primary one, which is a little opposite too.
That's true, but also to a point, because case studies have shown that in more progressed cases of MPD, you have people whose secondary or tertiary personalities become the dominant, and it becomes really hard to tell what isn't that person's primary or original personality because they take on more dominant roles.
Well,
Which,
sure, but we know who Mark's. I mean, if you read comic books, you know which one is and which one isn't.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's the difference in fiction is fiction has to be understandable to a certain degree. That in real life, there's rules to fiction that there aren't in real life, and you have to work by some rules when you're writing a story. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think FromSoft does diverge from the traditional narrative on, because there's a lot of things in FromSoft games that you're never meant to understand. They leave a mystery
true.
and leave it open to the imagination.
Well, I definitely think
Miyazaki
leaving
has
mystery is a
expressly
good thing.
said that he wants the imagination to make up the final 20% of the
Well, I agree with that. I mean, like, look at Alien, right? And then look at them trying to explain in Prometheus.
Oh, yeah. Alien being
that didn't go very well, did it?
Prometheus movie sucked ass. Because they just kept pulling a psych.
Well, and it wasn't even like a real
David.
prequel.
They were like, oh, don't worry, David's dead. And then it was a psych.
I mean, that's just a twist. You can have those. The problem is it was a stupid twist.
Yeah. And it's like the most overused twist, I think, is this person, we thought he was dead, but he's not. It's like, I don't know, a lazy twist when it's used as like the only twist. And I guess arguably you could be like, oh, what, the creators were evil? And it's like, yeah. How could you not have guessed that the creators of the aliens
right
were gonna be evil?
Well, there's some comic books that actually get into that, like, before they ever tried to do those movies, and they, like, actually are giant elephant, like, alien monsters that they looked like they were in the original, and like, there's actually some comic books that fleshed out the idea in a more interesting way.
I think part of the deviation from comics was that they went in expecting that no one knows Moon Knight at all, so knowing Moon Knight is always to some extent going to be a letdown because it's like intro to Moon Knight instead of a deeper story.
Yeah, that's true, but that's why it's not as good of an adaptation as it should be, because if you're making this thing, and yes, of course you want to attract new people, but the people that you have guaranteed to give you money for this thing are the people that already know and care about it. So if you're not catering, you don't have to cater entirely to those, to pre-existing fans. Of course you want to try and draw in new people to a degree, of course. But if you're not trying to do any of that for the people that are already fans, then what are you making it for? Like,
well, and it's 6 45-minute episodes, so that's 4 hours of runtime. I feel like if you can't give us more of that advanced backstory instead of the kind of intro to Moon Knight that we ended up getting,
it's like
what the fuck are you kind of doing with your screen time? You're giving us pretty shots of the stars moving, but...
Well, here's how I would describe Moon Knight. I enjoy the show. I enjoy it in the same way that I enjoyed the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie. It's about on that same. That's about where, like, the level of that I like it. Like, it's about on that. That's about the level. It's not. I don't think it's bad by any means, but it just could be so much more. It could be so much deeper, and also it's not just that it doesn't spend enough time on certain story aspects. Moon Knight is an incredibly violent character, and it feels like it's Disney-fied because we are not getting the graphic violence that character comes along with. Now, a lot of people want to say that, well, you don't have to have that to tell a good story, and no, you don't, But if somebody took Superman, Zack Snyder, and made him super dark and edgy, you'd say, well, that betrays Superman because that's not what Superman's like. That betrays the tone of Superman. Well, to have Moon Knight not be graphic and violent betrays the tone of Moon Knight.
It's just like does. Making a kid-friendly or a PG-13 Deadpool. It's just not at the heart of the character.
Exactly. Or the Punisher. Or Moon Knight belongs in that category of characters.
Like, when we
so does Black Widow. That's why the Black Widow movie was a fucking failure.
Oh, absolutely. Because Black Widow is supposed to be a dark,
it's a very good way to describe that, No Name. That's that last comment you just made, that's an incredibly accurate way to describe it.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty succinct way of putting it.
That's you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm sorry, Tim.
We get hints at the Moon Knight that we could have had in the first episode, where we see him just brutally punching that jackal literally to just fucking death.
Well, like, Michael had a really good idea about how they could have gotten around the censorship, which would have been that if Mark thinks he's killing these monsters, but he's actually hallucinating actual people as those creatures, you could have avoided showing the actual blood and gore, but still told you, hey, he's fucking brutalizing people. You could have still actually had that be a part of the story and the character without getting too graphic with the visual depiction of the violence.
I was really hoping they had him kill a kid as part of Khonshu's vengeance.
Yeah, it seemed like they were kind of setting that up and then they didn't follow through on it.
Especially when Steven goes, no, you didn't.
Which, you know what, that was that whole moment where, yeah, he walks into the room and all the dead the people are sitting there. That I liked that moment. That was one of the few moments where I'm like, oh, okay, we are actually talking about the murder and the fucking violence that he commits. And that was one of the few moments where they did do that well. Like in the Smallwood Run, the two orderlies often show up as the jackals. Yeah, that's a good, exactly. And because that's totally in the comics where they actually do that and have you. Because also, or even in the show, it could have been you don't know for sure if they're people or if they're creatures. You maybe you're not entirely sure. And also, I would like to point out from your comment earlier, Tim, that the scales didn't quite they're not quite balanced because they didn't even explore the personalities altogether. They just didn't.
Well, I only say that because that's isn't that what Toere says? That's the final thing that's said in that episode, and then he ends up in the field of reeds.
It's a different. I would read that very differently. It is implying that the different personalities are capable of entering different afterlives because in the afterlife. They are separated and thus capable of experiencing different afterlives because they are different people. That is how I would interpret that. Not that, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but because you interpret it how you want to interpret it. That's the point of art, right? But I would say that I don't think that is an accurate reading of it.
No, that does make sense. And if that's how they end up exploring that in the 6th episode, I feel like
also
a decent amount of this has to be conjecture because we haven't seen the whole picture. We're looking at 5/6 of it.
You also know that Steven isn't actually gone, right?
Oh, yeah, there's no way
it's a Marvel property. Exactly. They're not. It's a Marvel property that's not a. Oh shit! That's the Demon of Hatred right there. Okay, hold on. I want to see if we can take out the other remaining mini-boss and get the last prayer bead first.
Alright, 1 second. Getting another phone call.
You're alright. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so hold on. I have to straight up find a step-by-step guide for this other Uh, okay, let's see. Okay, so out this window, and then until you find the bell window from which you initially jumped into the tower. Oh, okay, so that's down on a lower level on the roof here. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I think it's... Is it down here? Hold on. And let's turn on the corner from which you initially jumped into the upper tower antechamber. Okay. Yeah, so we gotta find... Yeah, it's this whole other thing we gotta find here first. Okay. Okay, so we... Let's take a turn on the corridor, go down the stairs. You turn, you'll see a door. Okay, so we have to... There's a door we have to cut open. Oh, shit. Ah, come on, man. There we go. Oh, but also, No Name, I was going to say to your message from earlier, hi, cat. Really need some attention there, huh? I'm not saying that you can't change anything in an adaptation. Of course, there's some creative freedom, but again, it's a balance you have to walk, because if you change too many things, then you're not doing an adaptation anymore. You're just making your own thing, and then at that point, you should have just made your own thing. And I mean, taking, really significant creative liberties can work out. It can. But I am incredibly skeptical of when that happens, unless it's a creator I am very specifically familiar with, and I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, because I've just seen that go awry way too many times, and people, they think, oh, well, I'm going to do my thing, and it's going to be its own interesting take, and then it's a complete disaster. Oh, I think the Kubrick Shining is a far superior version of The Shining to the TV adaptation. I will say that the book is, I think, better than the Kubrick movie. But that's what Stephen King tried to do. I mean, I don't think Stephen King is good at doing adaptations of his. I mean, I just don't think he's good at making things that aren't books. Like when he personally does the work on them, he just I don't think he's very good at it. Like, I mean, Maximum Overdrive is, just one example, but good God. If Stephen King is like personally involved in an adaptation, I usually am like, probably not going to be very good.
Because he wants such a direct one-to-one that it doesn't end up working as well as it could.
No, I think he's just really bad at directing actors and writing screenplays.
Huh, that's fair.
I just don't think he's good at that.
You can be a great writer, but a bad director.
Oh, Jesus.
Rowling.
Wow. All right, this guy's tough.
A little fun fact about J.K. Rowling. So, Harry Potter has its own thing at Universal Studios, its own little village that's a place that you see in the movies. and one of the places is a tavern. But in the movies, these places are magical, so they're bigger on the inside than they appear to be. But,
Okay.
you know, you also have to make them big enough on the inside to accommodate.
Doctor Who told me
theme
that was a
park worth of
sci-fi thing.
people. What'd you say?
I said Doctor Who told me that was a sci-fi idea, even though they never explain it.
Bigger on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
you can't just say
clearly
something is
magic.
sci-fi and then not go into the fucking science behind it. Then it's just fi.
Well, there is something to be said for there being kind of a medium subgenre that you could call science fantasy, which I think is what Star Wars exists in.
Yeah, because you have to take a lot of non-scientific things to kind of be like, and then they tried making them more scientific, and you get midichlorians. So
That's true, and well, in that sense, the Star Wars prequels are sci-fi movies, and the original movies are science fantasy. So, you know, when people say they prefer hard sci-fi, maybe you don't always, because look at the Star Wars prequels.
well, and it could have been done well, in that it's just like, okay, so there is like this semi-mystical force that we did figure out exists in the universe, and that there are people sensitive to it. And the science isn't out on that, but we know that certain people are more sensitive to it than the other. They could have had it been like brain abnormalities or some shit. They could have had it be like something based somewhat in science. Instead they're like, no, it's this bacteria and everything has the bacteria on it. And it's like, really? Bacteria travels through space. Yep, it's in space. It's in the vacuum of space too. Oh,
Phantom Menace is the
shit,
best
that was
Trek
cool.
fanfic for the first half of the movie. Yeah, that's true.
Star Trek, I did like how they went to great lengths to explain some of their
Sometimes.
universe. Sometimes they just, like, the fucking the food replicator, they just don't mention how that works at all.
No, they never. They Star Trek likes to explain things when it feels like it.
But, it's, like, okay. Like the old Stargate, show. They tried really hard
shit.
to explain as much as they could. They even tried to explain Egyptian mythology.
Hey,
as
have a good rest of your
aliens
evening, No Name.
that all of humans are descended from.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I never cared for Stargate very much.
Yeah, Stargate, it was, okay, my dad really liked it, and it was one of the few links I had to my dad as something that I could potentially watch, and I really
No-
tried to
no
like
judgment
it. I
on-
really did try to like it.
Oh, okay.
I tried
Well, I was gonna
so
say, if
hard
you
to
did like
like
it, no judgment on your opinion either. I was just saying, for me personally, I wasn't a fan.
Oh no, like, I completely not only does the show drag on, but it drags real-world politics into high-concept alien fantasy.
Well, you can
And it
do
also
that if you're
tries
a
to
good writer.
over-explain some topics, like, alright, the Egyptians, they were completely formed by, and the people were used to reproduce by this alien parasite, and that's why they came to Earth, so that they could get hosts for the parasites. And it's like, oh, okay.
That's a little weird. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a little weird.
Really weird, because essentially, like, you're just like, oh yeah, it was weird alien sex slavery. And that's what ancient Egyptian culture was based off of. And you're like, okay.
I mean,
And then
that's
they go to
honestly
Egypt
not
planet.
that unlikely.
And Egypt planet is like just Egypt, but all over the world. They didn't try to make it any different. They're just like, what if Egypt was an entire planet? Which, like,
Fuck.
okay. But if an entire planet was the desert, you're gonna have things and stuff that look like things adapted to live in the desert, right? Right?
You
No.
would think so.
No, it's just humans.
I mean,
Humans
desert,
in
maybe
Middle
they're
Eastern
desert
clothing.
humans. Desert humans, though?
Oh, yeah, the I guess they're just like, look at These Middle
shit.
Eastern people, they're so different and vastly adapted to the desert because they have, like, different clothes.
I mean, that's an invention.
Yeah, it
Not
is an
evolution.
invention.
It's an
But at the
invention,
same
not an
time,
evolution.
like, how would they have evolved?
That's what I'm saying. Is that's not an
To-
evolution. That's an invention.
Yeah, I
Right?
think they
That's
kind
not
of conflate the two.
Yeah.
That's
That's some
and
shit ancient aliens. Well, I mean, also just the idea that a culture that existed on Earth is somehow alien that is literally just ancient aliens.
yeah. Oh yeah. They're just like Stonehenge. That has to be ancient aliens because no backwater savage from an island could have figured out how to move big rocks.
Well, I mean,
And then they figured out that, they absolutely could using basic math.
Well, I mean, you know that they think that there's an episode of Ancient Aliens about how Marvel and DC Comics are proof of aliens, right?
What?
Yeah. No, it's not even like I would say I mean, yes, it's racist to be like, well, all these groups of people, they couldn't have done anything without aliens, but Ancient Aliens as a whole show as an overall product, it moves past that because it says literally everything. Like, bread is a sign of Ancient Aliens. Italy making pizza is a sign of Ancient Aliens. Marvel and DC
as
Comics
South Park
is
did, Thanksgiving.
well, that was a great parody of Ancient Aliens.
They're just like the ancient war turkeys and the fucking the robot pilgrims.
Yeah. Well, that was also like the movie Thor had just come out too recently.
Oh yeah.
That first Thor, because they also were kind of making fun of the idea that the Marvel version of Thor, also just kind of is Ancient Aliens too. Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. All right.
These fucking guy.
Shit, I hope we can even get to the Demon of Hatred tonight, because this guy's giving me some serious trouble.
Oh, I guess the final piece of my homework is using all of that to kind of coincide with the fact that we know the historical period that Sekiro takes place within.
Right,
and it's
yeah.
within a 5-year window between
God
1592 and 1597.
Okay.
And there's evidence that it might actually be 1596 specifically, because there's reference to the internal minister, and the internal minister was seated during the end of the Warring States period in 1596.
Okay.
And then this secondary invasion of Ashina would have put this right at the beginning of 1597. But, so the fact that we can nail down the historical period of Sekiro to a 2-year area, fucking phenomenal.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now, Tim, would you actually be willing to look up this particular mini-boss and just tell me if there are any really specific
What's the name of
strategies? Ujinari Mizu. Fuck, man. Well, that's not
Always
doing
hold block
anything.
during this fight, as the area is small and limits the movement of Sekiro. If needed, bait Ujinari to the corridor prior to his room, as in more space to move around.
Okay,
Be
that's a
careful
good
when
idea.
moving while not blocking. Won't need to be running, and if you caught by his attack, you will likely die. He tends
Yep.
to land more than one hit at a time, and his hits do a lot, as I'm sure you're aware.
Oh, yeah. This is literally the last mini-boss in the game,
Loaded
and the final
umbrella, very
period.
useful to parry this attack.
Oh,
Breaks
okay,
his
I didn't
stance and
think
leaves
about
him
that.
vulnerable to retaliation. red-eyed enemies are also very vulnerable to fire because of this flame vent. Okanaga's flame vent specifically can deal massive damage to them, especially when combined with oil, which increases the damage even further.
Okay.
By starting the fight and then losing aggro by fleeing, it makes him return to his starting position and vulnerable to a stealth death blow.
Okay, so we're definitely going to do that.
So the stealth death blow combined with using oil and Okanaga's flame vent, you should be able to take 80% of one of his health bars just with that.
Okay.
Sparking Axe prosthetic tool has some uses because he approaches you slowly. So you can usually keep your distance and swing at him with that to land the axe in front of him, and if you hit just in front of him, you'll still hit him. If you haven't killed all the purple shinobi, you can lure them to fight the red-eyed because the purple and red-eyed are warring factions.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Oh, the final thing is that they place the Divine Dragon most accurately in Korea because of the combination of antlers, the 3 claws. Oh, you're gonna get it though.
Oh my god. There we go.
Oh, if
Got
you're
him.
still there, goodbye, No Name. If I missed that, and that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. I said bye and all on everything.
I think I was on my call then.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yes, the
Okay.
Divine Dragon, if we follow it in a sequel, it'll be Korea.
Interesting. So it's supposed to have come from Korea. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because Chinese dragons are seen as benevolent,
Right.
and Japanese dragons tend to be more wrathful or self-serving, or an embodiment of some sort of sin. But the Korean dragons are
This cat is just like
kind of in between, but tend towards benevolency, like the kind of dragon that gives you immortality.
Okay. This cat just is meowing the shit at me. Just like, what do
kitty.
you need a bunch of attention, huh? You just need attention. You're mad that I haven't gotten up to feed you yet. That's what this really is about. That's what it's really all about. Okay. So near secret passage. Okay, so now we have, we literally just have the Demon of Hatred and Sword Saint, or or what was Ishin, the Sword Saint? Yeah. And then
Aye, Captain.
enhanced physical attributes.
But he's dead.
We got the final
How is he going to
Paranecrus.
be there?
Okay, so we need Suzaku's. We don't even need to have that. We got Akko's. We are going to need to use the Yashiriku's at a certain point. I think that's everything we actually need for this fight. Now we just, hope this goes well.
Good luck. Just remember, we're all counting on you.
You're counting on me. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I forget what the hell was the show where like the fucking plane is crashing and somebody comes into the cockpit and they're like, just want to let you know, we're all counting on you.
Airplane?
Was that the movie?
Was that the movie Airplane?
I think it might have been. No,
Please
a
assume
lot of
crashing
people really
positions.
hate this fucking boss because, oh, he's a Dark Souls boss. And it's like, what? It's a Dark Souls boss because it's a non-humanoid enemy? I guess
No,
the
because
Blazing
you have
Bull is a
to.
Dark Souls boss.
It's a Dark Souls boss because you have to hide behind its legs to fight it.
Now, I've seen one of the arguments be the game spends a lot of time making you adhere to a specific play style, and then Demon of Hatred, you kind of have to eschew that.
It absolutely is the case. That's absolutely true. Just like how Sekiro in general plays so different from Dark Souls. So if you're used to Dark Souls, the whole game is like, all right, what the fuck is this now? This is a boss that then is like a Dark Souls boss. So you have to then think about it a completely different way than you. So like, let's say you never played Dark Souls, but you played Sekiro. Then that's when you're really going to be in trouble, because if you have no experience with Dark Souls, then you're going to be like, oh god, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Because you're not used to that set of rules.
Well, also, if you've ever seen gameplay of somebody who played a shit ton of Sekiro and then went to another Dark Souls game,
They
being
always
a humanoid enemy, they just fucking flawlessly parry and execute every enemy, because you can do unlimited kind of riposts as long as you're able to land it.
I might even be able to start, because I didn't parry in like any of the other Souls games. I like never used the parry.
Now, the parry in Elden Ring is a little different in that it's like a specific weapon ability that weapon has to have in order for you to be able to parry. But that's only because you can like infuse your shield with like a magical barrier, so that like instead of parrying physical attacks, you can parry projectiles.
Interesting, okay.
Or there's like a shield buff where instead of parrying, you can make yourself invulnerable for 1 second.
Damn. Ooh, shit. God damn. Yeah, this is probably not going to be a one and done type thing for sure.
But at least you're staving off death.
For now. Ooh. Alright. For the moment, I am. Oh shit. Just tons of fireballs right in my ass. Shit. This is going better on the first try than I expected it to, so even if I don't beat it on the first try, I mean, you know. Ooh. Oh, shit.
flame whip arm seems like a real bullshit arm.
It is a real bullshit arm. Okay. So now Yashiriko Sugar, which oh my god. Yashiriko Sugar now halves our health. Which is a good thing because it also makes us way stronger. And he is weak to this whistle. Oh, I didn't have enough to use it the third time. Damn it. Oh, I didn't have enough spirit emblems. Damn. Okay. Let me see here.
Damn. So close to retirement.
Okay, Akos. Ooh. Oh, you bitch. Damn it.
I'm telling you, man. Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow. Alright.
Has nothing to do with anything relevant, but...
Alright, well, let's try it again. I mean, for a first attempt, that was not bad.
Yeah, that was what, a 80% success.
Come on, motherfucker. Okay. Come on. Ooh! Ooh, didn't expect that. Didn't realize he was about to do that.
Ouch.
You know, we may still. I do think we may end up having to do Sword Saint Ishin on Sunday. I do have a feeling that one's going to give me enough trouble on its own.
Well, and it'll be the final thing, so as soon as you beat the game, it would make for one hell of a final session.
That's true. Just one session on that final boss. Ooh. All right. Ooh, damn it. Oh, man. Damn. Alright. Phase 2, not going super hot yet at the moment.
You just gotta believe in yourself, like Jesus did.
That got him nailed to a cross, dude.
But his belief, his faith in Daddy to save him from everything.
It didn't work though. He got nailed to a
some
cross.
dude like came back like 3 days later, pitched his corpse in a river, and then said, "Hey, look, it's me. You're messing Jesus."
Well, I mean, that didn't even happen because Jesus never existed at all.
So okay,
There's
Fun
not
thing
enough.
historians
There's
have
not
figured
enough,
out.
though. There's not enough evidence. There's some potential suggestion, but there's not enough actual evidence.
they know that in several of these places there was an actual guy named Jesus who did espouse some teachings, but at the same time, nothing suggests
Except
that
no
there
one
was
actually
anything-
refers to him doing those teachings until 1,000 years after it was supposedly happened.
Exactly. Not to mention that, like, okay, how many, like, there's the Dalai Lama, right? It's possible that there's just some dude who was, like, not the Dalai Lama, but just some other dude who had a lot of fucking profound wisdom or some shit.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's been wise people that have existed, you know, and it
Yeah,
doesn't,
and they just
you know,
kind of randomly
doesn't mean
appeal,
there
like,
was a
lot of
Jesus.
places. Yeah. Now, I am very far from religious, so I'm pushing X to doubt
Yeah,
on the existence
me
of an
too.
actual Jesus. But
I'm much more likely to believe in a Jesus.
yeah, that's like, if there was any historical accuracy to base Jesus off of. And this is the same book where there was a global flood that killed everything, yet everything is still alive and not inbred to death. Where there was giants. So they have found giant, like, humanoid skeletons, and they're not entirely sure what the hell is up with that.
Well, just a less evolved version, right? I mean, that's not that
Yeah.
crazy to...
Okay. In the vein of conspiracy theories, you have there's a story
shit.
of like 1 second. There was a story of a like a Marine team that was in the Middle East, near the Caucasus Mountain regions. And
Shit.
they were on the mountainside and approaching this cave, and according to the reports of the survivors of this incident, one of their team members was speared with this massive tree branch.
Oh
of a
my
spear.
god. Yeah.
And they all started firing blindly into the cave, and it just, you know, like they
Bigfoot
heard
came
this
out.
incredibly loud kind of fucking sound that did not sound human. And then another spear went out and through them, but they got out of the way. And they called a medevac in for this dude who had a massive hole in his torso. And they couldn't explain it with any enemy weaponry because they didn't find any traces of chemicals nor any shrapnel, except for wood. So the explanation is there's either some tall dude with a really big spear that took down a Marine, or
Probably
there
what
was
more likely.
some sort of half-giant.
I'm gonna go with the dude was tall.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's the first time I've not dodged that. Oh shit. God damn. That first one I feel like I did really well, and every other run I feel like is just not even close.
Isn't that how Genichiro went?
No. It took me like a million tries to even get like a kinda decent run at him.
Well, like, I remember, like, at one point during our, I think it was the second session of attempts at him,
There might have been one
he
where
got him down
like,
one health bar,
oh sure,
and
but
then
not
it just
all three.
never happened again for the rest of that session.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That definitely happened.
And I feel like that happens with a couple of Dark Souls or FromSoft bosses in the game.
Ooh, damn. Damn, I dodged instead of jumped. You have to jump at that attack.
Those bastards. Making you jump. They put that in Elden Ring. That's
Jumping?
directly from Sekiro. Jumping is from Sekiro. Anybody else who has jumping in another game, that's a copycat.
So Mario?
Yeah.
That's
Mario's
copying
ripping
Sekiro?
off Sekiro. It's a side-scroller Sekiro. And then the 3D Marios, those are just baby Sekiros.
Baby Sekiros.
Set in Italy. Otherwise, they have a lot of Italians for no reason.
The world of Mario makes no sense. I mean, we can all acknowledge that, right?
Yeah.
It's just, you don't question it because you're used to Mario in general, because it's been around forever, so you don't really think about it.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is just inferior Bloodborne. I 100% agree.
It's an interesting way to think about it.
Because just think, which came first? Bloodborne or Luigi's Mansion?
Luigi's
Think
Mansion.
It was Luigi's Mansion.
It was Luigi's Mansion. That's a fact.
That's a conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy?
Yeah, you might as well be saying giants are real.
Oh my god.
No, but like, in a really roundabout way. The Bible is full of like fucking ridiculous fantasy stories. Like, yeah, there's this giant,
yeah, of course
and there
it
was this
is.
flood, there was this talking bush, and everyone turned to salt in this one town.
Well,
That
you
definitely
know.
wasn't a volcanic
Hey, T-Bone's
explosion.
here. How you doing, T-Bone? Also,
T-Bone.
hello, Ulysses. How are you? The Borg Queen who time traveled to sabotage From Software. That's
See,
funny.
you can explain it.
Just playing a very, very tough boss fight here.
Yeah, punch his butt.
T-Bone says, hello, Tim.
Hello, T-Bone. How are you on this wonderful... It's sunny here. It's sun setting, but it's sunny here. How are you on this locally sunny day? Yeah, I thought you said the demon was a giant pushover.
I said the dragon was the giant pushover, and it was. The dragon was a pushover. The demon, I just said I had a strategy down for it that I think would go pretty well. It's
Hey,
gone
you had
okay.
that boss so close to dead.
I almost got this demon on the first try, but then got me like at like half a health bar. Well, really tired, had a long day. No, I did not. I did not say that. That is an absolute lie, Ulysses. An absolute lie. Oh, I'm doing great. Just, suffering a little bit.
For what joy is there in life
Oh, shit.
without what light is there without darkness? There we go.
Shit.
That's
on,
inordinately spiritual shit for losing to a boss in a video game.
I might have said the human enemies were the hardest, but that make me look like Lindsey Graham. I definitely did not say only the human enemies gave me trouble. I said they might. I think they said that they were the hardest ones. But
Only the
definitely-
foreign enemies give you trouble.
Yeah, that sounds like Lindsey Graham.
Or no, if we're going directly for Lindsey Graham. Now, I just don't think that this boss is really from here, because if it was from here,
damn
it
it.
would share our values.
You got that as this demon walk with its tiny ass legs. I mean, it's magic, man. You don't really
The
have
same
to.
way, there's a boss in Elden Ring who loved his horse so much that
I don't know if I want to hear the rest of that
become
sentence.
a giant. he mastered gravity magic, so he would be able to always ride his favorite horse. So, he controls gravity magic. Also, yeah, this guy's always on, like, one of his arms, too.
That's true, he does lean on his arm.
And his charge attacks, they use all of his arms. All two
That's
of them.
true.
And his giant tuft of hair where his dick would be.
He does
that's
have a serious
in
case of fire crotch.
long shape that protrudes and it's stiff. He's got his crotch hair has formed an impromptu demon dick. Hit him in his fuzzy cock. That was terrible. Okay, I'll just leave now.
Oh, streams have been great. Just mostly getting my ass kicked a lot. Trying to distract me. Okay. Akos. Got. Alright, well, that didn't help. Fireballs. 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 Firecracker is shooting me with his fireballs.
Fireballs of steel.
Ooh, shit, I did not. Oh, I didn't take the warning. to my crippling addiction to Star Trek Picard.
I love that it's crippling.
That show is garbage. You know, if you... Oh. Well, I also haven't seen any of it. Other than, like, the first one of season 1 or 2.
That's what you are telling us? I don't know. I think that's your secret pleasure.
Tim, if you want to know, go back and listen to last night's Gnomes, Cannibalism, and Politics episode, and you will hear Ulysses tell some stories about that fucking... Ooh! Damn. About how bad that show... I mean, I can't even... It's actually kind of hard to believe that the show is as bad as it is. Like, I am blown away by the things Ulysses has been telling me about it. Yeah, the VOD, yeah, the VOD's great. I also, you know, T-Bone, I don't know if I've ever said it to you specifically, but we do have a YouTube channel that we put all of the old streams on. If you ever feel like you want to, for any reason, not that you would, but if you ever do want to go back and look at anything. The Board Queen eats batteries and hangs around in bars to attract rednecks. Yeah, that's what the Board Queen does now. Literally, like, licking actual batteries out of cars.
Wait,
which
redheads
gives
or
her...
rednecks?
No, rednecks. Actual rednecks.
Yeah, oh, hey Slim Cali, how's it going? And,
hey.
yeah, this boss fight is really...
Ooh.
It does stand out.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. This is a serious challenge. You're stuck on him for a long time. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. It seems pretty hard. Oh, and I don't have it nearly enough to do the whistle the amount of times I need to. Shit. Well, that's going to make the third part a lot harder. And I'm also almost out of health. I can't catcall him enough, exactly. Oh, man. Well, that shit. Damn, I wasted that sugar completely then. Ugh.
Can you hear the cat call over there? Like, the literal cat call.
Wait, what? Are you
There's a cat
catcalling
in
someone?
the room that I'm in.
Oh,
That
okay.
is just
I was gonna
occasionally
say.
just starts talking.
This was the second hardest in the game, huh?
Now, would the hardest happen to be Genichiro 1 or Genichiro 2?
Well, Genichiro 2 is, I assume, pretty easy because it's just phase 1 of a completely different fight.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like once you really have the final boss was the hardest. Yep, Ishin. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I already know about the fight. And I intentionally did look up, like, some strategies of all of the kind of remaining bosses because I wanted to not spend 8 million years on all of them. You know, I only want to be on each boss for so long. I really don't mind looking ahead a little bit on Souls games. 4 phases and tougher for each one. Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. We might get to it tonight, depending on if I can beat this guy. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Like, I feel like I have a okay handle on the 1 and 2. Like, I'm not doing it perfectly, obviously, but... Oh, favorite fight in the entire FromSoft series, huh? Ooh, damn it. Supposed to jump right there. Ah. And that's saying something, because this is a series of pretty stellar boss fights. I have seen, well, I haven't watched the final episode from today yet, but I will probably be doing that. Probably be the very first thing I do after the stream tonight. That'll be, I think. Yeah, I've seen everything else. Moon Knight should cross over with Moonfall. No. No, Ulysses. No. Oh, damn it. Oh, fuck. Oh, nice. I am gonna see Doctor Strange on Saturday. Well, Slim, I'll tell you, I think Moon Knight is pretty good. But I think it misses, it leaves a lot of the deeper, more interesting psychological elements of the comic that I think that could make it great. Like, I would say that I do think it is good, but I think it is, if they just spent a little more time on the, like, kind of weird psychological part of it, I really think it could be great instead of just being good. But that's also me, like, they're doing, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that I feel like they're doing the best that they can. I think, I don't know.
Well, in a way, because, like...
Well, they're doing the best they can.
Those specific people can.
Yeah, I suppose. Fuck! God damn it. I think they're doing the best they can under Disney censoring anything made for adults.
fair.
that's what I think I think they're doing this.
I think we saw what Punisher was,
Oh,
and
then you talk about the Netflix thing, the Netflix
yeah,
version. Well, even that I think was not
that one was
great.
toned down, but like I feel
Well, no,
like
I
Moon
think it
Knight
was
didn't
this.
even go to that level.
I think the Punisher was violent enough, but it was the actual writing I just think was not the greatest. And that goes to show you that even if you have the R rating to do the intense graphic violence and whatnot, that doesn't mean that your writing is necessarily going to be good enough either. I mean, you know. Also, the Netflix Marvel stuff, with the exception of the Daredevil show, I think all of the Netflix Marvel stuff suffered extremely from just having too many episodes every season, and so they had to stretch out the plot that they had to fit into these 13 episode things, even though. Tim, will you look, because I'm having a hard time with one really specific aspect of this fight, will you actually look up what the controls are to do the counterattack with the umbrella? Because I keep trying and I'm not pressing the right button. And I feel like that would make a really big difference. Ooh, damn.
You have the projected force skill unlocked, correct?
Yeah, because I've been doing it sometimes, but then other times it doesn't do it. So I'm just not sure why it's only like sometimes working and other times not. Because that's throwing me off.
So, blocking the projectiles causes the umbrella to smoke, and once it is smoking, you can then use projected force for the cross/projectile. The projectile is not imbued with fire damage, though.
But what's the...
Pressing the block button while the umbrella is open will slowly spin it, deflecting incoming attacks. Spin costs one emblem each time it's used, though.
Huh. So there's not an actual button for it? Maybe I'm just not... Huh. Yeah, I don't know then. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that one. That being said, I do like the Moon Knight show again. I do like it.
The moment the enemy attack lands, to use the umbrella.
Okay. So you have to hit it again the second he actually hits you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems to be what it is.
Okay. That helps at least, because I was a little confused on what the actual controls for that were. Gotta get better at dodging the stomps, too. As I then get stomped on again. And, a headbutt. That's the first time he's hit me with the headbutt. At least I'm dying in slightly different ways.
Yeah, that's progression.
Yes, I have gotten him to it. I not only have I gotten him to his final life, I got him halfway through his final life before he got me. And that was on my first try. I got really far on try number 1, and then I have been struggling to get back to that since. Yep, the first try goes super well, and then you gotta Yeah, you're just trying to, like, catch back up with yourself at a certain point. Fuck! Fuck! God damn it. Ugh. Jesus. Oh, that grab attack. Knows your moveset and is countering you from that point on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it definitely feels like that. Oh, god damn it, man. Come on. You're not even gonna let me get up? Ugh. Yeah, I know. Honestly, Tim, we are gonna probably have to do an entire whole stream dedicated just to Ishin. Because the way this is going, I kind of am feeling like we'll beat this tonight. I think we can beat this. I do think we can beat this, but... Huh. Yeah, that did not... That still doesn't seem to be working. Weird. Alright. Oh, I believe we could do it. It's just gonna take, It's just gonna take quite a... You will stay up and stay streaming until the game is over. Ulysses, I have to work tomorrow. He doesn't care. Ooh, come on, man. As Joe Biden likes to say, come on, man. No, they won't understand, Ulysses. That is not a reasonable excuse to tell your boss at work.
But that's just like your opinion.
No, that's not my opinion. That's a fact. That is not.
No, I'm pretty sure that's an opinion. What are facts and opinions but two sides of the same coin?
I don't think my boss has ever played a video game. I'll be pretty transparent about that. I'm pretty sure.
But is he familiar with the part of the first Spider-Man movie where Tobey Maguire says pizza time?
Well, no, until I try. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but...
he better get fucking...
I'm stereotyping them. I'm not stereotyping. He plays Candy Crush. Well, shit, I don't even count that, so...
Candy Crush is more adjacent to meth use than it is with video games. It's addictive, you pour a lot more money into it the first chance you're given, and it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, that's an accurate statement.
Thinking about it when you're at work, thinking about it when you're with your family, just like, man, I could be crushing it right now.
Crushing that candy. Most phone games are. Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. I'd say almost all phone games are
math. They use the same tactics that
you addicted to
the
them?
folks that design gambling games do. They're like, oh, look at this really flashy machine that you just put $1 into at a time. And they're like, don't worry, you're only buying $1 worth of coins at a time. But if you die
Solitaire
3 times,
champion. Solitaire champion. Ooh.
Sorry, I'm in a meeting right now. The meeting is just solitaire.
Solitaire is the real shit. God damn it. Every time with the fireballs.
Like every time you get close, he's like, shotgun.
He is. Okay. Okay. Whew. Is he playing? Oh, yep. That's the first Avengers right there.
Oh yeah, he's playing Galaga.
Come at me, bro.
I think he's trying.
Oh, come on. What? Are you serious? I was in the middle of... Oh, you bitch. You fucking bitch. Right as I was blowing the whistle. Ugh.
Some people are blowhards. Looks like you're not even a blowhard enough.
God damn it.
I guess you held him when you should have holded him. Walked away when you should have run.
Ooh, shit. Oh, god damn it, really? Already used with the only resurrection I got? Come on, man. I could do it eventually. You know, maybe. Sometimes. At some point in the future. God damn it, Ulysses, I don't want another cat. That's not a punishment.
Me doth think if you protesteth this too much, yeah.
It's not about the destiny, it's about the journey. That's true. No, I'm not... God damn it, Ulysses, no more cats. We have reached the maximum number of acceptable cats.
Don't tell that to your fourth cat.
There's not going to be a fourth cat, though. Oh, God, man. Really?
That's what you said about the third cat.
No, no cats. No cats at all. Not unacceptable cats. There's no fourth cat that is an acceptable cat. A dog, maybe, but a cat, no. Oh, fuck you. I will not get as many dogs as cats. I will at the most have one dog and 3 cats. That is literally it. I'll make an exception to add a dog, and that is it. You said just 2 cats? Ooh, shit. I didn't say that. Ulysses might have said that. But you did not hear that from me. You did not hear that from me, T-Bone. Ugh. Oh, fuck this guy. Oh, I hate him.
How could you hate someone who's helped you so much through the years?
I know.
That man was more
I'd say through the months
than your own father.
That's true. Oh, come on, man. Relax my shoulders. I'm tensing up so much. He did it, but it was a replacement cat. No, no, no more. I swear to God, no more. Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
a
yeah.
cat
Dragon
named
rot.
Dog.
Blah blah blah.
More cats!
No more cats.
More cats!
No more cats. There will never be more cats.
There'll be at least another dog though after Link.
There will be another. There could be another dog, but there will not be any more cats.
Make sure you get a sheepdog so you can get something that'll hurt all the cats.
God damn it, Ulysses.
That's fantastic! That is hilarious! Oh,
Yeah, now my fiance wants more cats, and I keep telling her no.
that's why I play games where I can get a bunch of cats.
Well, yeah, you could get a bunch of digital cats in your video game, and
Yeah,
that's
I have
that's
9
it.
of them.
Yeah, in the video game, and there will be no more than that in real life ever.
That's what you think.
Yeah, that is what I say.
Wait
That's what I
until we
fucking
get
said.
a house.
No, even then,
Even
no.
then, we'll at
I
least get
don't
some
care.
Apply for a permit.
I don't care if we have
have
more
to
space.
care.
No, I don't care.
Yes.
No.
Ugh. It was a cat track code.
Let's just crack the code.
This is something that was completely unfucking intentional. Tabby just kept finding us.
It just kept finding them. Yeah, that's because the universe wants you to get more cats.
The universe doesn't want shit.
The universe definitely doesn't
universe
just
wants us to have
exist,
more
it's
cats.
totally an entity. And it specifically
fine.
wants you.
And 2 dogs.
To get
7
cats.
animals.
No more.
What's in there?
10 cats, 10 cats,
Not gonna
10,
repeat
10,
everything.
10 episodes each.
No. Now, okay, no. 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 Absolutely not.
Yes.
You know this is making this fight harder, right? All of you.
More cats. You see?
I'm not. I don't. I know you can. That doesn't mean we should.
We should.
No, we shouldn't.
We're gonna have 5 cats.
No, 3 is the last rational number of cats.
5 cats and 2 dogs.
No,
Yes.
3 cats and 1 dog.
5 cats, 2 dogs.
What? No.
I'm getting the license.
There's
That would be me. That would still be my household having the license, and I'm no.
Yes. No. Let me do it.
it'd be like
Look, I'm gonna do it anyway.
the Osterberg
Don't- no.
residence of wayward cats. It would be a
God.
foster home. They wouldn't be permanent cats.
Oh my God, no.
It talks about cats making me mad.
Everyone's talking about cats. Shut up about the cats.
Okay, let's talk about the hairy demon.
Fuck. I'm kidding. You can talk about cats as much as you want. I'm just playing it up for comedy.
What if,
I'm not actually mad about it.
what if we got you?
Some people on the internet can't tell, so I.
Hairy demon cock, though. There's
Yes,
there's
hairy,
that stuff.
hairy demon cock. That is true. That is something we're dealing with right now.
I just don't know why they had to make the hair so rigid there.
I don't know, Tim. Just to, they really wanted you to make the fire crotch jokes,
They
right?
want you to. They're trying to draw the eyes
shit.
down.
Well, I mean, when you get up close to him, all you can see is the hair coming off his crotch.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You're right next to his fire demon dick.
you can't really see his dick though. It's like there's so much hair.
No, but the hair is the dick.
The hair is the dick, so he's like
the demons are so terrible that is their dick. It's just hair.
Harry D. Cock is the demon's real name. Okay. I'm going to try to actually concentrate. I have power over him now because I know his name. Nope, that concentrating didn't help. Concentrating didn't help at all. Don't ever concentrate? Okay. Seems like a good rule. Ooh. Oh, come on. I was totally running.
Oh, do you want to hear something that sounds absolutely fake?
Sure.
Last night I made plans to go to dinner and ended up at a concert.
I mean, that doesn't sound that fake.
Well, I suppose it doesn't sound that fake, but just in terms of the stuff that I do, the general average life of Tim. I'm just like,
Fair
hey,
enough.
you want to go get
For
a beer?
Tim, that
and then
seems
they
fake.
one-up me and they're like,
See,
hey, let's go
plans
to a
for dinner.
concert at... yeah, plans for dinner, Tim would never. But it was, I think, the only beer-sponsored concert. And by beer-sponsored, I mean if you were part of this beer convention, you got into First Ave for free. And all your drinks
Oh, nice.
were
Go to
free.
First Avenue. Ooh. Fuck. God damn it. Oh, this is infuriating. Yeah, well, let me, can I ask, what band did you see?
That's the beautiful thing. I don't even
Oh, hey,
know,
John.
but that's where the picture of ska band Alex came from. Because the opening band was a ska band that I
And it
also don't
looked
know
like
the name
Alex
of.
was playing in the band?
Yeah, it looks like he was the front man trumpeter making all the band call-outs and stuff.
That's actually very funny. I don't...
Alright, third phone call of the damn stream. 1 second.
Tell Sage John said got on. No cat conventions. No cat conventions. I'm not doing it. We're not. Oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch. Fuck off. But how are you doing, John? Good to see you. No Russian blues allowed at the convention. That would be some stupid shit that people in this country would fucking do. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god.
I missed the call by a second, tried calling them back, and it went to voicemail, so,
Well, you tried. You did your best.
I tried. I did due diligence, you know.
I just don't understand how, like, the first attempt could go so well, and then it could take us so much time to, like, even get as far as we got on the first try. Like, that is ridiculous to me.
Okay, I suppose the most ridiculous part of last night was the fact that I willingly went to go see a ska band. You can tell how many drinks I must have been into the day. Because what sane person willingly listens to ska,
see a ska.
live?
That's a good
Alex is
question,
doing it.
Tim. I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, most of all, who would want to listen to Alex's ska? That's, that's the real question. Alex, are you still here? Just been giving Alex shit for how long now? That's true. It's not like it was Nickelback. It could have been way worse. Okay, so I figured it out. You have to wait to do the counterattack for that shield. What you have to do is keep holding the shield button down and then press the attack button while you're still holding it. That's what it is. Oh, come on. I absolutely... No shit, Ulysses. Thank you so much. So helpful. It's just the best advice. Just get good. Just get good at it. Oh my god, I know I didn't take your advice. Tim, are you still there? Did you mute yourself there? No, Ulysses is awesome. Try as shitty as his advice is. He is awesome. Tim, are you still here?
Who is still here?
Did you say, did you just get like, oh damn it, and then I got distracted there.
Ouch.
That's okay.
Yeah, big fucking guy over 9,000.
He's pretty
great.
awesome.
Now, for the two of you that are watching that are uninitiated, BFG
Oh my
is
God.
also the name of the Big Friendly Giant fucking books. And,
Yes, it is.
It's also what I thought when I was a kid. I saw the book, and without even thinking, I was like, what does it stand for? Big fucking guy? And I just never got over that.
Well, in Doom, it stands for big fucking gun.
Oh, there you go. It's a cross between Doom and,
That's
son
yeah.
of a fucking bitch, those stupid goddamn fireballs have such a bullshit radius. Sorry, that's it.
No, I mean I agree.
You
I'm
should take
I'm very
damage
upset about it
relative
too.
to the center of attack. Like, if you're on the very edge of a fireball, you shouldn't take the amount of damage you would do if you took it straight to the face.
That's a yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck you.
Now, just as an aside, I do have to make my Exunt Major in about 10 minutes.
Well, if we beat this in 10 minutes, then I will,
Oh, you better beat it, like, regardless of if I'm there. You have to. You're not allowed to go to sleep.
That's what I keep being told. Oh, no worries, Michael. Oh shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus God. Oh Jesus. Got him!
Fucking awesome. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
There
And
we
even
fucking
thanks
go.
you for killing him.
Yep. There we goddamn go. There we goddamn go. Fuck yeah.
Well,
Oh.
hey, Michael, you came in just in the fucking nick of time.
Yeah, we're probably going to end here in just a second. I suppose we could journey into the next area just a little bit real quick before you go. And
Oh, yeah.
just see.
Now that it's not just hopelessness and despair ahead of us. Go, yeah, fucking...
Well, the next boss will be, so. Need Michael forever. Yeah, Michael apparently won us the boss because him showing up immediately made us win, so.
I mean, yeah. If you use that sort of political logic, it really does work.
Okay, and then near secret passage, okay. Yeah, apparently Michael is the key here. Favorite movie I've seen this year, a movie made by Chinese filmmakers that doesn't just pander to China and was actually good. Oh, damn, so would you say you liked it even more than The Northman? Because, Tim, you also were really, really liked Everything Everywhere All at Once as well.
I actually haven't seen it.
Oh,
but,
never mind, okay. You just...
My younger brother has offered to see it for the third time with me and to even pay.
Well, it's at the Riverview, which is a local theater around here. $3 a ticket. So
I did particularly like The Northman, though. I have seen that. And
damn. Okay, so that is literally the final boss, literally through that doorway. So let me. Well, hold on. Let me just. God, I don't even remember what we have to take.
You gotta
in
use the
with
homeward
us.
bone.
Oh no, I mean, the thing is like right here. I'm just trying to remember what we even want for this fight. To be honest, I don't even know. Well, let's just try this once. We'll see the cutscene. We'll die, and then we'll probably just end the stream there. Fucking well done. I'm glad at all the work I did. Next, yeah. Well, yeah, Michael, I feel like I do have to thank you for coming in, and that I feel like you got the boss beat. I feel like that you're the reason that we just won that. Yeah, apparently, Michael, yeah, you did all the work there. It feels like it, yeah. I'm sure. Michael's a natural. I mean, I'm sure Michael could totally play this, just given enough time, though. Just like me. Michael likes difficult games too. So, I mean, I guess I don't know, Michael. You've never played a Souls game, have you? But yeah, I've also known you to play other difficult games. So. All right, here we go. Time to die.
It's fitting that Genichiro isn't there at the end because he's the one who cut off your arm at the beginning. Yep.
And he was honestly, I still would say Genichiro was the hardest boss in the game for me. Even the Demon of Hatred, I still beat faster than Genichiro. Oh shit. As long as it's not like a Souls game. Cuphead was frustrating, though rewarding. Well, I don't know, Michael. Like Tim has beaten all the Souls games, and he found Cuphead even harder.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's partially because if you get a couple okay, Dark Souls is easier to build up your strength so that if you are getting your ass routinely whooped by something, You can
make yourself stronger over time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, is this that same field that he fucking fought you into?
Yep, it is. It is. It's exactly the same field. Alright. So that's phase 1 of the boss. I know that's the easier part. My clunky ass can muddle through Souls games. I'm sure Michael could do it faster. Yeah. What about Ulysses? What about Sekiro, Ulysses? Because you said you haven't played this one, and do you think you'd? I mean, after some time at least, I feel like you'd be able to get through it. Granted, it doesn't let you evolve or build up your character as much in the same way as the rest of the Souls games do. All right. Well,
Remember how I said there was a second mortal blade?
fair enough.
And
Oh,
that it was called the Gate?
okay.
It's because it's literally a sword that's a gateway to the underworld.
And so he cuts himself, so it. Oh, that's fucking metal, dude.
He has to kill himself to bring someone back.
That's metal as fuck. That's metal as fuck. Huh. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably just get our ass kicked real hard here, and then we'll end the stream after this one attempt, and then we will end up playing Sekiro on Sunday after all. Wow. Okay. Oh, yep. No, I'm already dead. The less eyes the swordsman has, the better they are. Crisis on Infinite Earths. It basically nailed what DC multiverse stories are like. Anyways, that's cool, man. That's cool. Well, since it's at the Riverview, especially being relatively cheap to see, I'm definitely wanting to go see it for sure. All right, and we are going to. Well, we'll cure the dragon rot real quick.
Well,
But yeah, we're gonna end the stream there, especially since you gotta go, Tim. It's a little early, but that's okay. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging
quick
out.
little thing.
Yes.
If before Ashina dies or Ishin dies, you can eavesdrop after you find the Mortal Blade, and he says that Crimson Mortal Blade, that must be the one he has, is black, to abandon oneself in search of strength. How tragic.
So they were hinting at they were hinting at
Yeah.
that earlier. Okay.
Not to mention, Ishin in life was strictly against the dragon heritage.
Right.
She was like, I want to get rid of it. It needs to be handled. It's like chaos in Japan. He sees the
Gotta
black
build
blade,
a wall
and
to
he's
keep
like, fucking
the
evil.
dragon out.
And then he gets summoned from the underworld, and he's like, so you summon me, my pathetic grandson? Time to kill fucking Sekiro. So people are changed, even if they're resurrected with the Mortal Blade.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Does have a couple weird ass visuals, but I think you'll all like it. See you dudes. Have a good night, Michael. Have a good night, Ulysses, T-Bone, Sim, Alex, whoever is still with us. I hope you all have a good one, and I will get a raid started here. All right. Yeah, have a good night, T-Bone. Thanks for stopping in. We are, actually, as I guess this will be the last thing I say, but we are going to start doing, starting this Sunday, a Sunday stream every other Sunday, which will be Sekiro for part of it, because we're still not quite done with it. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Tell, if you hang out in Chris's chat, tell him I said hello. And bye. All right, there we go, Tim.
Awesome.